Hey Ben, this is Jessica from Peterson SEO. I really enjoyed speaking with you this morning, briefly, and just learning a little bit more about your business. This is that free custom video that I was telling you about. And so today I'm just going to go over a couple tips that you can start applying right away that's really going to help drive more of that organic traffic. The first thing to mention is that nearly 70% of your organic traffic is going to come from your website. So it is going to be really important that your website be properly optimized. So as you can see, we are on your website and you have a nice looking website. You have a separate page for every one of your services, which is exactly what you want. Um, let's see. Um, I'm unclear if you service the entire state of Michigan or if it's just one specific area. I couldn't tell on your website. So if you are servicing multiple areas or the entire state, you really want a separate page for every service area that you service that has any type of search volume for your services. That way you can organically be found in those areas. And I know that's a ton of pages. Um, so even if you had to start with just like the major cities in each of the areas, that would help a lot for your organics. Um, I do see a good amount of content, which is really good, but I'm not seeing any local buyer intent keywords throughout your website or your homepage. Um, so having a lot of content is good because Google ranks your website based on that content. Content is key. You do need a ton of content. You need a lot more than your competition. Um, but your content needs to be focused around local buyer intent keywords. So it's going to be a keyword with a location attached either before or after. Buyer intent keywords are the keywords people are actively searching for these services that you're offering when they're searching Google. Um, they may not know the name of your business, but they know the service that they need, and so that's what they're going to be searching for. And so that's how your content needs to be built around those local buyer intent keywords. When what I'm seeing throughout your website are national keywords, which are great if you're servicing nationally. But if you're only servicing within your area, then you're going to get a lot of false metrics. Even if you rank all those keywords and you do get traffic, some of them will be local, but majority won't. And so you're going to get those false metrics, and the people are going to jump off your site and find something locally. So you really want the keywords that are going to convert to customers where you service. Now, Google has little robots called crawlers that go and index all of these pages looking for original content and your keywords so that they can index you and rank you and put you in front of your customers. It is essential that all content is original, there's no duplication. Um, when you go and add those service area pages, again, those have to be original content and those should have their own unique keywords as well. Those service area pages should be like mini home pages with a summary of each of your services with their own unique keywords so that you can drive traffic organically in each of those communities that you service. If we look at one of your top competitors for water damage in your service area, we have Concraft. They have a nice looking website as well. You can see that they have separate pages for each of their services. You can see they're going after those local buyer intent keywords. Okay, they got some content. They've got a lot of interlinking between pages, which is really important for your SEO. They have separate pages for their service area pages. And here's their service areas. And as you can see, all of these links, they have a separate page for each, all with their own unique content. And they're actually ranking in a lot of those locations. So in order to beat these guys or any of your competitors, not only do you have to have more content, but you have to really focus on those local buyer intent keywords. And then you're going to have to back that up with SEO. A website without search engine optimization is not going to be found. So if we go here to Ahrefs, you have really good scores here. So that's actually really good. I don't get to see that very often. So bravo there. These scores are your trust scores from Google. The higher the trust score, the more trust Google has in your website. And it's 100% based on referring domains and backlinks. Not all are created equal. You need to make sure that you have highly authoritative ones, which means that they're directly related to your industry. And you want to make sure that they are do follow links instead of no follows, because do follows will actually share their power and help boost you in your ranks. Now, a referring domain is just any website that links to your website, whereas the backlink is the physical link coming from another website to your website with the purpose to drive traffic. Now, Google only really gives you credit for one backlink per referring domain, so anything else they kind of look at as spam. If we look over here real quick, out of your 42 referring domains, only 20 of them are do follows, so really only 20 of these links are providing you any power, but they must be very good links because you do have a really good score, so that is a plus. But to beat your competition, you really do need to have more referring domains and better quality referring domains and backlinks than your competition. You have been indexed for 108 keywords, but you're only getting about 66 people on average to your website. So you're missing out on a ton of traffic by not properly optimizing your website and having the right pages in place. If we look at your keywords real quick, you only have 3 that are even on the home page, and these are branded. And that's great for your branding, and it's great that that's bringing you traffic, but they're not buyer intent keywords. Most people aren't going to know your brand. And the keywords you do have are all national. So it is really going to be important that you go after those local buyer intent keywords so that you get more customers converting. When we look at your backlinks, it's also really important, in addition to using your brand website or visit site, you need to be also attaching these to your local keywords so that you can rank those keywords to the first page of Google and be found for each of your services and service areas. When we look at your competitor, we can see they also have a decent score here. They've got over 800 backlinks and 200 referring domains. 106 of them are do follows, which means that you would need more than 106 high quality referring domains to beat them, supported by the supporting your keywords. Now they've been indexed for over 1,200 keywords because they do have a ton more in pages. And they're getting over 394 people currently to their website. So they're still not capturing the traffic they could be, but it just goes to show how much more traffic that you could have that are converting into customers. And then the last thing is this Google Maps section or Google My Business page. Your goal should be to be in the top 3 of this section for each service area and keywords. So if you service the entire state, it would be ideal to have multiple Google My Business pages so that you can capture those areas, because 30% of people come here and don't go anywhere else. And so if you're not listed here, you're sending all those leads to your competition. Now, in order to be in the top 3, there are a variety of factors, but the most important are citations, which is going to be the name of your business, your address, phone number, website, and listing those in a bunch of directories like Facebook, Instagram, Dex, Yelp, Yellow Pages, etc. So you need a lot more of those than your top competitors. And if you follow all of these tips I've provided you today, your website can be #1 across Google for the entire state of Michigan, or your service area for each of your services and service areas using those local buyer intent keywords supported by SEO. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that you found these tips helpful and you can apply those and start capturing more of those organic leads so you don't have to rely on the paid ones. I would really love to get your feedback on what you thought of this video. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to give me a call at the number on the screen and we can chat. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.